Short lesson about the question, does God care about animals? Well, first of all, understand that Noah's Ark was so big that it was sufficient for animals to be put inside. So apparently, God was interested in keeping them alive and keeping them on this planet. Proverbs 12:10 says, "A righteous man cares for the needs of his animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel." Proverbs 27 also cautions, "Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds." Again, concerning does God care about animals? Well, the Sabbath day. One of the purposes of the Sabbath year was a rest for the land. Let the land lie fallow, or not being producing any crop, so that the poor, as well as the livestock and wild animals, could eat from it. The Sabbath was a day of rest not only for humans, but God commanded us to give our animals rest on that same day. Continue with that question. God commanded the Israelites to help both their friends and enemies when their ox or donkey had fallen over or was carrying a burden too heavy for it to bear. Concerning eating, livestock were allowed to eat as they worked. I think some people need to talk to their boss about that. Calling to serve based upon animal care. Part of the reason God anointed young David to be king over Israel was that he was a good shepherd and could be trusted with the sheep under his care, even risking his life for them when they were attacked by lions or bears. The sons of Levi and Simeon were cursed in Genesis 49 for their cruel behavior towards animals. And we read in Deuteronomy 22, there's blessings extended to those who care for God's animals. God promises a long life to those who will watch over wild birds. God allows for the taking of eggs, but commands that we release the mother bird to continue living in the wild and reproducing as God intended. It says God hears the cries of newborn ravens crying to him for food. And Jesus says that God supplies food for the wild birds and that not one of them falls to the ground without him knowing it. We can actually learn from animals. Man's sin had an impact upon all that was under his domain. The earth is cursed, and animals have even changed their nature. In the future kingdom of God, animals will be at peace again, according to Isaiah 11:7. While Adam could have given much to the animal kingdom if he had not fallen, it is interesting to note that in our fallen state, the animals still have much in both wisdom and work ethic to offer us. Humanity, sadly, in some cases, has become as brute beasts, and animals can even be our teachers and impart wisdom to us. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways. There be four things which are little upon the earth, but they are exceeding wise: the ants, the conies, the locusts, even the spider. There are three things which go well, yea, four, which are comely and going: the lion, a greyhound, and a he goat. It says in Job 12:7. But now ask the beasts, and they shall teach you, the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Let's do that. Hey, Webbit, what's up? Go to the ant, you sluggard. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food in harvest. The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. They're not lazy, they work without constant direction, they save for the future, and they don't use weakness as an excuse. Poor qualities? Well, they do show up uninvited at picnics. Oh, here comes one now. Ostriches gave Esau the goodly wings unto peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that her foot may crush them, or that a wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain, without fear, because God has deprived her of wisdom. Good attributes, faster than a horse. Poor attributes, very bad parenting skills, lack of wisdom. The deer, also called the hind. Much in the Bible is said concerning this animal. And it says in 2 Samuel, God is my strength and power. He maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, setteth me upon my high places. And again, Habakkuk repeated the same thing. And the locusts. They swarm when hungry. They keep rank, display unity, but they're selfish, leaving nothing behind. Well, that's all, folks.